How about I teach you how to release your desire without actually letting it go, because you can't. We want what we want, so it can manifest. So if we haven't met, my name is Anya. I sell a book right here on TikTok Shop. This is my book. I teach people about the power of their consciousness, the power of our consciousness, that it's constantly creating our reality, and how to create shifts in the center of your consciousness. So the reality you are manifesting isn't the reality of conflict, push and pull between having and not having, but actually aligns with what you want. So that feeling when you see that thing in your mind or in the world that you actually want, it ignites something in you. A lot of times that happens around love. And you're like, oh my gosh, I want that in my experience. And then, life happens. You continue experiencing a life where that thing is absent. You're trying to get it to come back in or to become yours permanently. Go do your inner work, you visualize, you question your beliefs, and all of that is super helpful. But we know that the manifestation isn't going to really happen until you release it. But it's hard to do, right? When it comes to things like love, money, career, things that are big. I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably manifest things all the time. And likely the smaller things are really easy, like things that you don't have any attachment to. You think of something and then it arrives. It arrives on its own time, no pressure, and you create stuff. You see that this is real, that it works. But when it comes to those mega visions, that's a little harder, because to truly bring it into your reality, you have to get into that counterintuitive space of being completely okay if it doesn't happen. By the way, this is where what I write about in the book comes in. It's identity work, and in identity work, which I'm going to explain to you how to do right now, we tease out the part of your own consciousness that continues manifesting as reality of that gap, as reality of lack, by imagining that what we want will never, ever, ever happen. Most people think that in order to manifest this big thing, you have to continue creating positive feelings. But before you do that, and positive feelings are going to come on their own when you make big the anxiety inside of your own consciousness that right now feels like the reality of who you are, that makes it look like and feel like you're going to die if this desire does not manifest. That part of your consciousness that feels like unless you unite with your soulmate or you succeed in the world, there's going to be an end to something major and global. In a way, the manifestation of desire from that place becomes a life and death survival project, which is not the creative energy that you want. So when we begin imagining that what we want, what we deeply, deeply want, isn't ever going to happen, we're never going to get that healing. We're never going to unite with our soulmate. We're never going to fulfill our life's purpose. What's going to happen? Anxiety is going to start rearing its head. Most people mistake this anxiety for reality. Of course, this is what's going to happen. No, that's not reality. That's the reality of your identity or your ego. The self that sees itself as separate from the thing that you desire. That separate self is going to suffer death if you don't fulfill that thing that you want. Because by definition, that separate self doesn't have it. As we make those feelings big, as we hear what those feelings have to say, what are they crying about? What are they afraid of? What's going to happen to them if the desire is not going to get fulfilled? We tease out your I am. Who are you based on all of these fears and complaints? That's a thought and belief that you mistake for the reality of who you are. When you release this belief, you say, who would I be without this thought? You get to this sweet, sweet connection to the reality of your desire that already exists inside of you, the energy that is waiting to connect with the same energy in the world. And that powerful energy is going to feel like it's enough to last you a lifetime. That even if the manifestation of this energy isn't going to play out, it's already playing out in here. You feel connected to your desire on the inside, to the energy of what it is that you desire. You feel this absolute love, this absolute abundance, this absolute value that could later manifest as money. And you start living like you're playing with the house as money, meaning like you just relax and things will happen. So check out this book, check out this understanding. Identity work and different ways of doing it are described here. The book is kind of running low on stock, but if I sell out, I will restock eventually. Anyway, I'm going to tag it right here.